New shipment of fruit. Dozens of nice trees have just come in, super low prices. Camellias, heirloom camellias. Bob has budded and blooming heirloom camellias, a whole host of colors, starting at $22.99. This week, it's 15% off to all veterans, too, at Bob Wine's Camellia Garden, Southeast 38th Street, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Career Source. Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first Wednesday of each month at 9:30 to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Friday the 13th edition. Coming to you from the WOCA studios just outside the food court entrance at the Paddock Mall in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. During the break, I had a caller call in that wanted a little clarification, and I did a little research. When I'm speaking of vials, he said, does that mean vials or does that mean doses? 50 million doses. One dose per vial is what the news report I've been reading is saying. So it's 50 million doses, so that's only about a sixth, about a seventh of the United States population is what we have available. 1/7 of the U.S. population is what we have available right now. Now, that could change. And if you want to vaccinate the world, which is what the politicians and the Democrats and all want you to do is everybody must take the vaccine. Well, I don't know that everybody needs a vaccine, but definitely high-risk people and people who are, the less than 0.5% that could die from it. Everybody's talking about how, it's 150,000 cases reported yesterday. Yeah, but the death rate, if you look at the bell curve, the death rate was exponentially higher in August than it is now. If you go look at the bell curve for when this pandemic started, and as the bell gets created and the bell comes down, you see a clear bell, and that bell hit its peak in August. And has been declining ever since because better care, as we learn more about the virus, we learn better care for the virus. People say, but still, Tom, 150,000 new cases. That's because we're testing everybody now. Testing is ramped up to where, they're doing quick tests for free in Orange County where you just drive through. They're seeing 2,000, 2,500 people a day at one testing site in Orange County. So, yeah, the numbers are going to go up because people have COVID. But people are surviving COVID and getting over the COVID. Now, do we know the long-term repercussions? No, we do not. We still have to monitor that to see what kind of damage it does long-term to the respiratory system, your immune system. We don't know those things. We have to study those things. But people are getting, whatever number is the salacious number. Right now it's 150,000 new cases. That's what they want to tell you on the news. 150,000. They don't tell you the death rate is dropping dramatically. Because doctors and nurses and paramedics and people on the front lines are coming up with better techniques to care for people. People are starting to take it serious, and they're washing their hands more. I see people that are hypervigilant. They see a person sneeze, everybody moves. It's the funniest thing. It's like you're running from a floodwater or something. You see somebody sneeze, and everybody gets up on a bench or something. But the fact that we have 50 million doses or vials available, or Pfizer says will be available very soon, with a 90% effective rating, effectiveness, according to Pfizer, and the fact that Ezekiel Emanuel thinks, well, we should share that wealth with the world. Tell you what, pal, you go buy some vials and share it with the world. There's not like I said earlier, there's not a person out there that will go feed a hungry person and let their family go starve. Now, you may feed that hungry person at the same time if you have enough, but that's your decision. If my family has extra food after we've eaten, I will help somebody by giving them some food. But I'm not giving them half my food and hope the other half feeds my family. Or I'm not giving them 3/4 of my food and hope the other quarter my family could survive on that. My family comes first. The United States, as citizens of the United States should come first. Then the rest of the world. Tom, that's not very good. You know, that's a horrible way to... No, it's not. It's your backwards way of thinking that thinks that's wrong. It's your anti-American rhetoric that thinks that's wrong. Take care of your own first, then help all those that you can afterwards. Do not sacrifice your own for the good of the world. And if you don't like that I say that, that's a you problem, not a me problem. (622-9622). That's the number to call if you want to join in the discussion on a Friday the 13th. Still got stories to touch on today. The Christmas parade, I want to go back and revisit the school board's decision to not allow kids to participate in the Christmas parade. Plus, there's some new construction coming to a very, very congested area of Ocala that they say will make it better, but that's in the long term, not in the short term. At 9:50 today, we have an interview with Tracy Page Johnson. She's the co-creator of both Blues Clues and Blues Clues and You, as well as the voice of Blues Clues. She's going to come on and talk about Nickelodeon's charitable campaign, Blue Friday. And then at 10:35, Ocala Magazine will be in here to talk about the latest going on with OM. Plus, we'll talk about the school board also votes no on a very important subject. Plus, it's Friday the 13th. I'll give you some things that make Friday the 13th a little weird in people's mind. Plus, it's dumb crook news, and we got a lot of that from Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi. See, where are we from? Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, and, of course, Florida. All that yet to come right here on Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. You're listening to it on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're coming to you live from the WOCA studios right here at the Paddock Mall in the Brick City Beautiful of Ocala, Florida. If you want to get in touch with us, 622-9622 is the number to call. We'll take your calls after the break. We're at the top of the hour. You're listening to The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
President Trump Thursday referred to an OAN report that said Dominion Voting Systems deleted 2.7 million votes for him in his re-election campaign. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton says Texas turned down using Dominion Voting Systems because after many tests, they determined the systems were unreliable with flaws in the hardware and software.
Well, we tested this, I think, 3 different times from 2012 until more recently, and each time we found system failures, hardware and software. And we discovered that these systems were subject to different types of unauthorized manipulation and potential fraud. Well, there is a reason that Texas rejected it. We didn't do it arbitrarily. We did it because we knew that these were unreliable systems. We didn't want to trust them. We didn't want to be in the same situation that some of these other states are in now, where we're questioning the results. So we clearly believe that this was a problem.
The state of Georgia uses Dominion Voting Systems. USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Changing the world, one life at a time. The product that you have given me here is, as far as I'm concerned, sent to me from heaven. I love it a great deal. It's hard to find anything that's real nowadays. I enjoy it immensely. It's making my life so much better. I feel so much better. And during this pandemic, I have no worries whatsoever. My immune system has got to be at a top-notch level. I don't seem to get colds or anything. I don't know what getting sick is anymore. This is so cool.
Experience the Balance of Nature difference for yourself. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 800-2468-751. That's 800-2468-751. Or by going to balanceofnature.com and make sure to receive this special radio offer by using discount code USA.
Helping hand from us when winter weather hits. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
For generations, we've worked the land. We've faced hardships and uncertainty before, but you can depend on Florida's farmers. We will continue to rise before dawn and harvest our crops, ensuring